And now for more on this, we are joined by Christopher Hale, a former DNC delegate for President Biden and one-time Tennessee congressional candidate back in 2020. Mr. Hale, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us a little about who Hakeem Jeffries is, since he's going to be in charge. I know we just heard a little bit from Joe Khalil there, but inside the Beltway, who is Hakeem Jeffries?
You know, Hakeem Jeffries has always been the heir apparent to Nancy Pelosi for some time. He represents a district just north of Manhattan. It also borders suburban New York City as well. But I think what's most important about Hakeem Jeffries is he's a working class candidate. He's always represented the working class, and he's also come head to head with some of the left flank of the Democratic Party. Some notable enemies of his include his congressman just south of him, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. So he always has been the heir apparent. But I think what's going to be good for the Democratic Party is he's 52 years old. The leadership of our party is octogenarians, with President Biden's birthday upcoming. And we've now gone to a new generation quite finally in the House of Representatives. But I think he, like Nancy Pelosi, will be a good speaker for the middle swath of the country. This party has bled out in middle America, and we need a fighter for the working class. And I think Hakeem Jeffries will be that leader for our party.
I take your point that that is his background, but I do kind of wonder if taking a California Democrat and replacing her with a New York Democrat is really what the middle of the country is looking for.
You know, it's hard. The reality of it is that the party is stronger on the coast. Look at that map, the congressional map. We have 210 seats, but the vast majority of them lie within I-95 and I-5. That's the reality. The coastal party is something that needs to change, but that's where the power is. But I think one thing to note about Nancy Pelosi, she's also the new Speaker of the House is also a Californian. Kevin McCarthy. It represents one-tenth of the country's population is in California, so that's the reality. But I think Hakeem Jeffries, most notably, he might be from New York City, but I think he is really a representative of a different class of politicians. He grew up in poverty. He understands how hard it is to make a day's wage go far in day-to-day life. And I think that's what we need. We need someone who's connected with the joys and the hopes, mostly the sufferings and anxieties of the American people. But, you know, I take that as note, is that the reality of it is our party right now is struggling in the Beltway, inside middle America, the heartland, and we've got to fight for that.
That is Christopher Hale. He's a Democratic strategist, a former congressional candidate. Christopher, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.